Good morning. It is Wednesday, November 8th, day 211 on the trail. I am at the October Mountain Shelter in Massachusetts. I was thinking about staying in a shelter. I've actually stayed in a shelter 4 times now. Twice on the floor, which is undescribably uncomfortable when you don't have a mat. You're sleeping, on whatever you can find, and then the wood floor. But twice now I've hung my hammock up in a shelter. Once in the roller coaster area of Virginia, and then again last night here. I was the only one here, so it was designed perfectly for hanging a hammock. I'll make a separate video to show you that, but and show you the kind of around the Massachusetts style of shelters. It's pretty cool, actually. They're called bunk and loft shelters. But anyway, the sun's coming up. I don't have to put a tarp away. I'm gonna hike into Dalton tonight. It's like in the upper 20s. It's cold, windy, super windy last night. The wind has died down just in the last 15 minutes now, but I need to eat breakfast yet and get on the trail. It's like 11.6 miles today, so not as bad. Last night, once again, hiked in the dark to get here the last mile and a half, last hour, with the headlamp. To get 4 nights in a row now, I've had to do that. Hopefully, I'm glad that I changed my batteries out yesterday morning. Good decision to do that. Really needed that for last night. The reason that the camera's moving here is because I'm just rocking back and forth trying to stay warm. Sorry about that if the movement is a little distracting to you. Time to put stuff away, have breakfast, get on the trail. But I'll take a little video of the shelter from the inside here first anyway. Maybe I'll step down to the outside too. Anyway, it's a cold morning. Today, tomorrow, of hiking. Friday I'll hike too, but Friday I'm planning to summit Mount Greylock and be done with my 2023 no-boat through hike. All right, pushing on. I think there's that added light too. Okay, the camera light came on. All right, so here's the bunk, kind of a section of the. Let me see if I can get that a little smaller. There we go. The bunk sections of the shelters in Massachusetts, and there's the loft up there. They've got ladders on each side to climb up into the loft. Right there. There's the other. You got 2 bunks on each side, plus the floor space, plus the loft. I don't know. You say it sleeps like 10 to 12. And then here's what I did with my hammock last night. I just strung it directly to one of the rungs on each side, and I just suspended my hammock right there. It was perfect. I even had room for my gear stash, nice and warm. They've got these shelters oriented in such a way that the wind is pretty much blocked, most of it anyway. You can see the sunrise over there. So it's pretty much clear skies. Should be a nice, clear, cold day. Oh, I was going to get you from the outside too. Hang on just a second. Let me get down the steps here. They've got a picnic table at the Massachusetts shelters anyway. Connecticut didn't have any. So that's the trail I came in on last night, right over there. There was a spot right over here between that tree and, let's see what one. One of those 2 trees over there. Anyway, I can't remember which ones. There's the privy. A couple of trees right there that I could have hung a hammock on if someone had been in the shelter, but there wasn't, so I didn't. Here's the shelter. That's what it looks like from the outside. Picnic table, steps, get in. In Massachusetts, they allow campfires, but only in designated campfire spots. Connecticut, New York did not allow campfires. There it is. You can see the blue sky. This is a nice shelter. And often what you'll see on the shelters, they'll have a map of the area that also shows you, well, I got a moose on there, kind of where you're located. Maybe it's where some camping spots are. Looks like there's been a little defacing of the side here with people scratching their names in, but there's a bent up grill. But all right, that's it. That's the October Mountain Shelter. Almost missed it last night because the signage is really high. I almost walked past it, but I noticed a path going off to my left, and that happened to be the place. So there we are. All right, stay green, keep growing. I just took a break for lunch. It's a little afternoon right now. I'm about halfway to my destination, so this is good timing. I've only got 6 more miles to go. Short day. You can see I peeled off one of my coats already. I had everything, everything on. The windbreaker, rain jacket, this puffy. Even for the very first time on the entire trip, I'm wearing my base layer of clothing, the stuff that I just saved for sleeping in. It was cold this morning, so I just left it on, and I'm hiking in it, and it's doing its job. I don't know that I'll wear it tomorrow because I don't want it to get wet. I need it for sleeping at night. Something dry and warm. I've had to stop several times to take my hands out of my gloves. Got these are good gloves. They're sealskin gloves, but they don't keep your fingers warm all the time. So I take them out of the gloves, take them in my pocket for about 5 minutes, warm them up, and then get hiking again. Had to do that, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 times. So a little bit of a challenge, but it's warming up a little. I think it's in maybe the mid-30s now, possibly. I'm going to keep the puffy on. It's still chilly, and the wind has picked up a little bit. Skies are partly cloudy. I'm not sure when the front's going to move in with the freezing rain. The guy whose home I'm staying in tonight doesn't get home from work until about 6:30. I'm not sure if he'll leave instructions on the door or if I just wait around outside the house. Anyway, be able to get out of the freezing rain tonight and just wait for it to let up tomorrow morning. I'll probably still have to hike in rain tomorrow, but I only need to do 9 miles to get over the next hump before Mount Greylock on Friday. And then it'll just be the ascent of Mount Greylock, 8 miles or so on Friday. So that's the plan. Still need to book my bus ticket, my airline ticket, figure out how to get from Boston South Station up to the Boston Logan Airport. And we'll do that tonight when I get into Dalton, Massachusetts. All right, better keep pushing on. The day's not getting any shorter. Well, they are getting shorter. My time is getting shorter too. All right, stay green, keep growing. It's Patriarch pushing on.